What's going on, guys? It's Bill here from DFS Fantasy Factory. I'm going to make a video today just showing you some DFS Week 1 tournament leverage plays and give you some lineup ideas. If you don't already know what leverage is, I'll kind of walk you through that and show you what that is as well. Before we get started here, if you don't already have Stokastic, it's formerly known as Osimo. He's the #1 DFS player in the world, and Stokastic website has all kinds of DFS tools that are absolutely amazing. I came across them a couple years ago, and it really helped step up my DFS game. As you can see, this is one of my favorite tools here, this Boomer Bust tool. It's got the optimal percent here, which has a percent chance that the player is going to be in the best lineup, the optimal lineup. Like Travis Kelce, 16% chance, that's pretty good. You got Kadarius Toney there with 13%, Christian McCaffrey with 20%. The boom percent, that's the percent chance that they're going to do really well. And the bust percent is obviously pretty obvious there. It's a chance they're going to bust. So these tools are very helpful. This is just one of the many that they have. I would definitely recommend going and checking them out. If you decide to go check them out and purchase a membership there, if you make sure to use the link in my description and screenshot the confirmation of your order, you can send that screenshot to the dfsfantasyfactory at gmail.com. Then I'll put you on the list for to get full season of my DFS cheat sheet. I send that cheat sheet out every Sunday, a couple hours before lock. It'll have just a bunch of players that I'll be playing for the week, and it'll also have some of my favorite lineups on there as well. All right, so we'll go ahead and jump into the video here. We got the projected ownerships and points. So basically, for a leverage player, we're going to be looking for somebody with high ownership. We got Christian McCaffrey and Jonathan Taylor up here at the top, as you can see. Jonathan Taylor with 20%, Christian McCaffrey with 21%. So we're going to try to make some leverage plays off these two players. Basically, the concept of it is to use players that would benefit if, say, like Jonathan Taylor doesn't do well. We're going to use players that would benefit if Jonathan Taylor didn't do well. But I'll show you some examples here. Go ahead and move on. So we use Jonathan Taylor as our example for our first leverage play. So what we would do is in this Colts versus Texans game, the line's 7 points, so Colts are already a favorite. It's got a pretty high point total on it, 46 points. So if Jonathan Taylor doesn't score the touchdown, somebody has to. So what we're going to do here is go with a Matt Ryan stack. As you can see, he's only 4.5% owned this week for projected anyways. And then we got the projected points, 16.89. And as you can see as well, they're not that good against quarterbacks and wide receivers, 24th and 19th. So it's a really good setup for Matt Ryan. So we got some players over here. Michael Pittman, it's only 5,500. Alec Pierce, only 3,900. Paris Campbell, 33, and Mo Alley Cox for 34. All these guys, some of these ownership are very low. As you can see, like a 1.5%, 1.5%, 1.4%. So if pretty much anybody, I would definitely play Michael Pittman in the stack. I'll just do like a 2-player stack, like Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce. Michael Pittman, Paris Campbell. Michael Pittman, Mo Alley Cox. However you want to do it, I'm sure that if Jonathan Taylor doesn't get the touchdowns, it's probably going to be Michael Pittman and somebody else, if not just Michael Pittman. So I'll give you some lineup examples here of what I do with it and what I'm going to be doing with it. This first lineup here, quarterback with 2 wide receiver stack. We got Matt Ryan, Alec Pierce, Michael Pittman, and this lineup's like so cheap and the ownership's so low on it. Like, it really helps you out because now you can pick up like Jamar Chase, you can pick up Travis Kelce, then you can get a run back with Rondale Moore on that high, because that Kansas City game, that Kansas City versus Arizona game is a very high scoring game. Is what Vegas, the total on that, I think it's like 54 points or something like that. So you definitely want to get some players from that game. And having this cheap lineup with Matt Ryan, Alec Pierce, Michael Pittman, if Jonathan Taylor doesn't do well and Matt Ryan ends up scoring the touchdowns through the air instead of on the ground, and Matt Ryan matches some of them expensive quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes or Lamar Jackson. Even if he just gets like 25 points, you don't even need that many, but somewhere up in that range. He don't have any rushing upside, so it's going to be all passing touchdowns. You want his wide receivers. Of course, he can throw a touchdown to Jonathan Taylor, but the point of this is to say that Jonathan Taylor's going to completely bust. Say he's going to get like 90 yards and a touchdown. That'd be a bust for Jonathan Taylor. And then maybe they score 4 touchdowns total, and 2 go to Michael Pittman and 1 go to Alec Pierce. So that's what we're doing with that. Then we got the quarterback with 2 wide receivers, and the running back that just has Matt Ryan, Michael Pittman, Molly Cox, and then we bring it back with Brandon Cooks there. It's pretty simple. It's just a very it's a good little stack to try out. I mean, obviously you're not going to run this in cash games. This is going to be a tournament flyer because odds are Jonathan Taylor is going to score 3 or 4 touchdowns on the ground. I mean, Houston's not very good against rush defense. We'll go ahead and move on to the next one here. We got go with Christian McCaffrey on this one. Wasn't a very good circle there, but so what we do is so since Christian McCaffrey's at 21%, we'd want to assume that Christian McCaffrey doesn't do very well. So we're going to go with Baker Mayfield on that. Say that Carolina still beats the Browns, scores 4 touchdowns. I know the over/under is pretty low on this. The odds aren't very good, but this is for like high tournaments, like 40,000 people plus. I mean, this is the stuff that I play this kind of stuff on. So what we do here is use Baker Mayfield, stack him with like DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson. That's a really good stack. As you can see, Robbie Anderson's only at 0.3% ownership. That's really low. So I mean, if you put 3% for Baker Mayfield right here, and you put a DJ Moore and a Robbie Anderson in there, I mean, you're going to have a pretty low owned stack. And if you want to change it up a little more, do like a DJ Moore and Laviska Shenault, or you can do a DJ Moore and Rashard Higgins. I would definitely more than likely have DJ Moore. I mean, if you want to get a little wild with it and go into Millie Maker and try like a Robbie Anderson with a Laviska, I mean, you could try that as well. But I mean, I would definitely have DJ Moore in most of my lineups if it's not going to be like a Millie Maker. But here's some lineup ideas with it. We got Baker Mayfield, Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore. That's my favorite one. As you can see, definitely a cheap stack, definitely low owned. So you can get all these players like Jonathan Taylor, Saquon Barkley, Kadarius Toney, Travis Kelce, and Rashard Bateman. I like this lineup a lot because I like Kadarius Toney and Rashard Bateman this week. So it's definitely a good play there, I think. And then we got the quarterback with 2 wide receivers plus to bring back. We got Baker Mayfield, Laviska Shenault, DJ Moore, and we bring it back with Amari Cooper. That's saying it's more of a shootout. You could bring it back with Nick Chubb, even, because if Nick Chubb scores 4 touchdowns and the Browns get ahead, then the Carolina Panthers are going to have to throw a lot to keep up and get back in that game. And that's going to where it's going to be Baker Mayfield throwing these touchdowns to DJ Moore, Laviska Shenault, however you say his name. But I mean, again, you can see doing these cheap stacks, it allows you to get people like Jonathan Taylor, Aaron Jones, and Travis Kelce all in the same lineup. So basically, you're just trying to get like one of these cheap stacks that do really well. Because once that cheap stack does very well, like you're going to be doing better than the people with the expensive quarterbacks. Because the expensive quarterbacks that did well aren't going to have like no salary left for their other players. So they're not going to have players like Jonathan Taylor in there and Travis Kelce. But that's pretty much all I got for you right now. Just a quick video here just on some leverage stacks. If you like the information in this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel, and so you can get access to my future videos, and hit that bell icon so you get notification when I make future videos. Hit that like button and comment below. If you don't mind, maybe comment what your favorite player of the week is. I read all comments and I reply to all comments as well. Sometimes it gives me some ideas on players to check out and look at as well. So I appreciate that, and good luck to everybody this weekend. Have a good night.